Aaron Rodgers' upcoming Hard Knocks season was forced down Jets' throats because I didn't read this one when we talked about this earlier. Fascinating. Because no teams volunteered to be on HBO's Hard Knocks documentary, the Jets were chosen to be featured. Their new QB is less than thrilled. Oh, I love it. My God, I was speculating earlier that perhaps he had pushed for this as a rehabilitative stint, but in ornery, angry, bitchy, whiny Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks. Oh, I mentioned earlier, I have never before learned an additional detail about Aaron Rodgers that has made me like him more than before I learned that detail. I can't imagine that watching a season of Hard Knocks with him will change that dynamic. So I'm quite encouraged that this was done against Israel. This is my basic girl drama farming attitude right here. He was in Lake Tahoe playing in an American Century Championship. I believe this is a golf tournament, ? When he got news, his team will be featured of the weekly behind the scenes documentary. When asked by KPIX, which I'm assuming is a news outlet, a radio station maybe, how he felt about the Jets being the team chosen, the 4-time MVP didn't mince his words, though he did admit he liked one aspect of the show. One of the only things I like about Hard Knocks is the voice of God who narrates it, Lev Schreiber. That's a funny line. He gets credit for that. That's a funny line. We get to meet him. Look, I understand the appeal with us. There's a lot of eyes on me, a lot of eyes on our team, a lot of expectations for our squad. They forced it down our throats, and we have to deal with it. That's so good. Bears, Saints, Commanders are the other. So yeah, the way Hard Knocks works is HBO has a contract with the NFL, and sometimes a team will volunteer to be on the show. I believe the Lions volunteered because ownership knew that Dan Campbell's vibe was going to be exciting to people, and they wanted to use it as a PR opportunity. And sometimes, if no team volunteers, they have a rotation of which teams might be eligible. Yet teams not eligible were those who had playoff appearances in the last 2 seasons. So if you didn't go to the playoffs either of the last 2 years, then you're eligible to be a team chosen for Hard Knocks. And if nobody volunteers, you get chosen out of a hat, and the NFL assigns a camera crew to you, and it's your problem. That's fascinating. I can't imagine that this must have been a little bit rigged, right? You're the NFL and you're trying to choose your Hard Knocks team. Oh, it's just a 1 out of 4 chance that the one team that everybody's paying very close attention to because of their new quarterback is the one that gets it. I'm sure that the Bears, Saints, and Commanders were also equally considered, and we didn't do anything untoward or unethical to make the Jets get it. So that's great. I love it. That is the small tech headline for the New York Jets. Is